Have you ever said something and instantly wished you could take it back? That one sentence said in the heat of the moment that changed everything. Maybe it hurt a relationship, cost you a chance, or made you question your own control. Words hold more power than most people realize. If you stay with this message until the end, you will learn something that can totally change how people see you. Being able to control your words isn't just about staying out of trouble. It's about unlocking a kind of influence and confidence that very few people ever reach. Now think about this. Everything in life depends on how we communicate. Your success, your relationships, your chances, they all depend on how you speak. Words can open doors or slam them shut. They can make friends or create enemies. They can build your image or tear it down in seconds. But here's the issue. Most people don't think before they speak. They let emotions take over, react without thinking, and then face the consequences. It's easy to blame stress, situations, or even other people for how we talk. But the truth is, every word you say is your choice. A choice that decides how others see you. A choice that makes you look strong or weak, wise or careless. Someone to admire or someone to ignore. Because here's something important to remember. Words stay forever. You can delete a text, but you can't erase what was said out loud. People won't forget how your words made them feel. One sentence said in anger or carelessness can stay in someone's mind forever. And once that harm is done, no sorry can fully fix it. But there's good news. If words can destroy, they can also build. They can motivate. They can heal. They can make bonds and open up chances that last a lifetime. That's where real power comes from. Not from talking more, but from talking wisely. Picture this. What if, starting today, you became the kind of woman whose words really matter? What if, instead of reacting quickly, you spoke with purpose? People would pay attention when you talk. They would value your presence. They would believe in your words because they know you don't speak without reason. That's what happens when you take charge of your speech. So the real question is, how do you do it? How do you train yourself to manage your words so they help you and not hurt you? That's exactly what you're going to find out. Keep reading. Because by the time you finish, you'll have a skill that could change how you experience life completely. Why do we speak without thinking? Many people believe they're in full control of what they say. But if that's true, then why do so many regret their words right after saying them? Why do women say things they never meant, only to spend hours or even years trying to fix the damage? The answer lies in how our brains are wired. The human mind is built to survive, not to be wise. When facing stress, tension, or strong emotions, the brain reacts. It doesn't stop to think. It sends out words like a reflex without thinking about what will happen next. That's the mistake. Words said in a moment of emotion are rarely smart. They come from feeling, not logic. That's why people say things they don't mean when they're upset. That's why they make promises they can't keep when they're excited. That's why they speak without a second thought only to regret it later. It's not because they're bad people. It's because they haven't learned to pause before speaking. Here's the truth. The strongest women aren't the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who think first. They know that words, once spoken, can't be undone. So they wait. They listen. They let their thoughts settle before saying anything. And by doing this, they don't just control their speech. They control how others view them. But for many, this kind of self-control feels impossible. From an early age, we're taught to say whatever comes to mind. Social media, everyday talks, and arguments all reward quick replies, not thoughtful responses. But women who master their speech know one thing. Not everything deserves a reply. So what's the answer? If the brain is built to react, how can you teach it to pause? That's the secret to mastering your speech. And once you get it, you'll never speak the same way again. Words are not just sounds. They carry energy. They create waves in the minds of others, shaping how they feel, what they think, and how they act. A single sentence can lift someone up or break them down. And once those words are out, they can't be taken back. Think about how many relationships have been ruined by just one careless comment. How many chances were missed because of a quick reply? How many people walk around with wounds, not from physical harm, but from words that hurt deeper than any injury? Psychology shows that the mind remembers hurt more clearly than joy. People might forget what you did, but they'll never forget how your words made them feel. Cruel remark, a lie, a harsh judgment. These don't just fade away, they stay. They repeat in the minds of others long after you've forgotten. But the damage isn't only outside, it happens inside too. Every word you say shapes your mind. When you keep complaining, you fill your brain with negativity. When you gossip, you train yourself to focus on others' flaws instead of your own growth. When you talk without thinking, you lose trust, not just from others, but from yourself. Because deep down, you know when you've said too much. You know when your words have hurt someone. And over time, that causes guilt, regret, and doubt. It weakens your ability to lead, to bond, to influence. That's why learning to manage your words isn't just about staying out of fights. It's about gaining real power. Power in the form of respect. Power through discipline. Power by becoming the kind of woman who has mastered herself while others are still ruled by impulse. When you fully understand this, you rise to a different level of living, where your words start to help you instead of hurt you. Every word you say is remembered, not only by others, but by your own mind. Your subconscious takes in everything you speak and uses it to build your identity, your feelings, even your future. Words are not just messages, they're instructions to your brain. Experts say when you repeat something often, your brain starts to believe it. If you keep saying, "I'm not good enough," your mind accepts it. If you always talk about problems, your brain starts to look for more problems. Your words create mental habits that shape how you see the world. But that's not all. How you speak affects how people treat you. People naturally reflect the energy you give off. Speak with confidence, and people see you as strong. Speak with doubt, and they doubt you. Speak with negativity, and they stay away. That's why successful women choose their words wisely. They don't waste time on gossip, blaming, or pointless debates. They know every word has value. They know that their speech influences themselves before it affects anyone else. So ask yourself, what kind of words do you use every day? Do your words lift you up or bring you down? Do they help you grow or hold you back? The answers will show you exactly why your life feels the way it does. Because the truth is simple. Change your words and you change your mind. Change your mind and you change your life. Most people think being powerful means talking more, leading every conversation, or always getting the last word. But in truth, the most powerful women aren't the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who know when to be quiet. Silence is not a weakness, it's control. It's smart. It's the ability to pause when others react, to watch when others rush, to think when others speak without thought. When you master silence, you have an edge over people who are ruled by emotion. Because here's the truth. Many people talk just to fill space. They speak out of fear, doubt, or the need to be noticed. But women who are truly confident don't need to prove anything with non-stop talking. Their presence says it all. Think about the women you respect the most. They're not the ones who talk endlessly. They're the ones who make every word matter. When they speak, others listen because they speak with purpose. not noise. But silence is more than an outer act, it's an inner strength. The ability to stay silent when you're angry can save a relationship. Holding back words you don't need to say can save you from regret. Watching quietly before answering can help you see what others miss. In a world that pushes constant talking, choosing silence shows strength. It lets others show their true colors while you stay in control. It protects you from saying things you'll wish you hadn't. It creates a quiet power, a strong presence, an unspoken respect. And here's something many people don't understand. The less you say, the more meaning your words carry. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and instantly wished you hadn't? You weren't thinking, you were reacting. And that's the issue. Most women don't lose control of their words because they're not smart or strong. They lose control because their emotions take over before their mind has time to think. This happens because our brains are built for survival, not logic. When you feel attacked, judged, or under pressure, your body reacts. Your heart beats faster, you tense up, and before you know it, you speak not with wisdom, but with impulse. This is why anger makes you say things you don't truly mean. It's why frustration makes you lash out and stress makes you act impatiently. In these moments, your mind isn't thinking about long-term effects. It's focused only on relieving pressure right now, and that's where most people slip. Because in the rush to react, they give away their strength. But here's the truth. Managing your emotions is managing your speech. If you don't control how you feel, you can't control what comes out of your mouth. And if you don't control what you say, your words will control you. They will hurt your relationships, harm your image, and weaken the respect others have for you. And the key is awareness. The second you realize your emotions are taking over, you create a moment between reacting and responding. In that small moment, you take your power back. Because the strongest women are not those who never feel emotion, but those who refuse to be ruled by it. Master this, and you master your words. Master your words, and you take charge of your life. The 5-second rule can help you avoid careless words. Many people speak without thinking. They respond emotionally, and in just a few seconds say something they later regret. But what if those same few seconds could be the difference between regret and respect, between losing control and keeping your peace? That's the power of the 5-second rule. It's simple. Before you reply, pause. Count to 5. Why? Because those 5 seconds give you room between your feelings and your actions. They give your logic a chance to step in before your emotions take control. They stop you from speaking in anger, from reacting badly, and from making things worse. Science shows that emotions are temporary. Anger, frustration, or even excitement fade quickly. But your words can stay in someone's heart and mind for years. And once they're said, you can't take them back. The 5-second rule helps you hold on to control. It helps you ask, is this worth saying? Will this make things better or worse? Will I regret this later? The strongest women aren't the ones who talk first, they are the ones who think before speaking. They understand that even a few seconds of silence is more powerful than words spoken carelessly. Because here's the truth. Talking is easy. Holding back takes real strength. But self-restraint is what sets apart those who simply react from those who choose to lead. Your brain is like a muscle. You can train it to think before speaking. Just like your body becomes stronger with exercise, your brain becomes wiser with practice. If you want to control your words, start by building the habit of pausing before you speak. Most people act on impulse because they haven't trained themselves to think first. They talk without realizing they are creating habits in how they think and act. The more often you react without thinking, the more that becomes your default. The good news is, you can change it. It begins with noticing When you realize you said something emotionally charged, note it in your mind. That's your cue to retrain your brain. Each time you pause before reacting, your brain learns not to jump into emotion. Over time, your responses become more thoughtful, more controlled, and more powerful. A great way to begin is by listening to your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself before you speak out loud? Are your thoughts filled with doubt, frustration, or anger? Or are they calm, confident, and clear? What you say to yourself will show up in what you say to others. If your inner voice is harsh or negative, your words will reflect that. But if you teach your mind to speak with purpose and peace, your spoken words will carry influence. Start small. Practice pausing in simple moments. Don't respond to everything right away. Give yourself a second to think. As time goes on, this will become natural. You'll find you can stay in control even during heated conversations. Because the more you train yourself to think before you speak, the more your words become an expression of your strength. And with that strength, you can lead, uplift, and inspire in ways many women only hope to. Some people naturally draw attention when they speak. They don't yell, they don't argue, but when they talk, others pay attention. Their words carry meaning. They speak with presence. This isn't luck. It's purpose. Powerful women understand the impact of their words. They talk less, but say more. They don't waste time complaining or speaking just to fill space. They know words are valuable, and every word should have a reason. So what sets their speech apart? First, they speak with purpose. Every word has been thought out. They don't talk just to feel better or avoid silence. They speak to inspire, to guide, and to create. Second, powerful women listen more than they talk. They know that real influence starts with understanding others. By listening first, they gather insight. They can then speak in a way that truly connects, moves, and motivates. Third, they remain calm. When others get emotional or panicked, they stay grounded. Their words are steady, thoughtful, and only spoken when they matter. This self-respect earns respect. Lastly, powerful women are sure of their words. They don't second-guess themselves. They believe in their message, and that belief is felt. When they speak, others trust them because they sound confident and certain. If you want your speech to be powerful, begin with these habits. Speak with clarity. Listen carefully. Stay calm, even under pressure. Speak with belief in yourself. Over time, your words will begin to carry the same impact as those you admire. Because here's the truth. How you speak affects how others see you. Speak with strength, and people will remember you for it. Words carry energy. They aren't just sounds. They can uplift, break down, bring people together, or push them apart. The energy behind your words is felt by others, often before they even understand what you're saying. Have you noticed how a room can change when someone enters and starts talking? Some bring light, others bring stress. This happens because words carry the energy of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Negative words like gossip, blame, or insults carry heavy energy. They lower the mood, spread tension, and create problems. And when you speak this way, you not only affect others, you also bring your own energy down. Focusing on the bad makes you see more bad. Your words reflect what your mind is focused on. But kind, loving, and solution-friendly words have the opposite effect. They raise the energy around you. They create peace, build trust, and open hearts. And when you speak with hope and positivity, your own energy lifts. You start noticing the good more easily. Your words begin to create the life you want. Powerful women understand this. They know that their words either add value or drain it. They choose to speak in ways that encourage and uplift. They avoid wasting energy on complaints or negative talk. That's why you should become aware of the energy you bring into conversations. Before speaking, ask yourself, what energy am I bringing? Am I helping or harming? Am I moving toward peace or adding to the chaos? When you choose to speak with uplifting energy, your words gain power. They begin to attract the same energy back to you. You'll see how your words shape your world. They build connections, create chances, and invite the kind of respect and love you deserve. Because the energy behind your words is what eventually shapes the kind of life you live. Speak with good energy and you become a magnet for peace, success, and strong relationships. Gaining control over your words isn't only about watching your emotions or choosing better language, it's about self-discipline. It's about stopping yourself when every part of you wants to react. It's about taking a breath when you want to argue. That's the real secret behind thoughtful speech. Discipline is the foundation of clear, purposeful communication. Without it, your words pour out without direction. Emotions take over the conversation. It's easy to speak when you feel calm. But true growth happens when you can speak wisely, even when under pressure. The more you build discipline, the more power you have over your speech. It's not about hiding how you feel. It's about using your feelings in a way that helps, not harms. When you develop self-discipline, you respond instead of react. You choose words that fit your bigger goals. Think about this. In conflict, a person with no discipline speaks out of anger. They say hurtful things and make everything worse. But a disciplined woman pauses. She thinks. She speaks calmly and clearly. She turns what could be an argument into something productive. This is how you change the way you communicate. Through awareness, practice, and self-control. And once you do that, your words won't just be noise, they will be tools. Tools that help you lead, heal, and connect with others in a deeper, more meaningful way. Discipline stretches into everyday moments. The more you practice pausing before talking, whether it's in a meeting, a chat with a friend, or even in a disagreement, the more natural it feels. Over time, it becomes your usual way of handling things. You stop reacting quickly to whatever upsets you. Instead, you start responding with calm and intention. It's key to know that discipline in how you speak isn't about being perfect. It's about having the strength to pick your words carefully. It's knowing that the way you speak can shape your entire life. The more careful you are with your words, the more you'll notice how they help your relationships, your image, and your ability to guide others. The truth is, being disciplined with your words doesn't just improve how you talk. It helps build respect, trust, and influence. The more control you have over what you say, the more power you naturally hold. Words deeply affect your relationships. They are the core of every connection. Whether with family, friends, coworkers, or strangers, the way you speak influences how people see you and how they respond to you. The words you use can either bring you closer or push people away. Think about the people in your life. How often have kind words made a bond stronger? Or how often have hurtful words caused a gap that took time to heal? That's the strength of words. They can build trust in a moment or tear it down just as fast. When you speak with care and kindness, you show that you respect the other person's feelings, opinions, and presence. You take time to listen before replying. You speak with thought. And in return, others open up to you, trust you more, and treat you with greater respect. But if you speak carelessly, you create distance. Hurtful words leave marks. People might forgive, but they don't always forget. Slowly, the trust you had begins to fade. Conflicts grow, misunderstandings happen. And your ability to influence others gets weaker. It's not just what you say, but how you say it, your tone, your delivery, the feeling behind your words, they all count. When you speak kindly with empathy and honesty, you create a space where people feel safe, respected, and heard. And when someone feels appreciated, they are more willing to support you, help you, and believe in you. The best relationships grow from respectful, meaningful communication. The kind where you truly listen and choose your words in a way that keeps the connection strong. So ask yourself, what do your words reveal about your relationships? Are you creating connection or putting up barriers? Are your words helping you grow closer to others, or are they pushing people away? The choice is yours. You have the power to shape your relationships, and it begins with the words you say. The truth is, the strength of your relationships depends on how you speak. Speak with love and understanding, and you will see your connections grow deeper than you imagined. The way you talk also shows how much you respect yourself. Your words mirror your inner beliefs about who you are. If you talk badly about yourself or let others treat you poorly, it shows that you might not fully see your own value. Women who respect themselves speak in ways that show confidence. They don't accept rude or harmful words from others. They know that their voice matters. They understand that the way they speak affects how others see them and how they see themselves. When you speak clearly and confidently, you remind yourself that you are strong, worthy, and able. You're not just speaking for others to hear, you're telling yourself that you matter. But when your words are full of doubt or put downs, you start to believe those things about yourself. You slowly build a picture in your mind that says you aren't good enough. And that belief shows up in how you act and how others treat you. Think of someone you deeply admire. How would you speak to her? Most likely with encouragement, support, and kindness. You wouldn't insult her or tear her down, so why treat yourself any differently? The way you speak to others shows how much you value them. But the way you speak to yourself reveals how much you value you. If you want to grow your self-respect, begin by changing how you talk to yourself. Use words that lift you up, not ones that pull you down. Speak to yourself the way you would to a close friend, with care, hope, and kindness. Because here's the truth. Your words shape your sense of worth. If you want to feel stronger and more confident, start by speaking that way. The more you speak with love and belief in yourself, the more your actions will reflect it. And then others will begin to see that strength in you too. Your words also play a huge role in your success. The road to success often begins with how you talk, both to others and to yourself. Every woman who achieved something big started with a belief. And that belief was supported by the words she used. Whether you want to grow in your job, feel better emotionally, or reach a personal goal, the words you speak can either help you get there or hold you back. Success doesn't happen by accident. It comes from clear actions, and your words are part of those actions. When you speak with meaning and direction, your words match your dreams. Every word you say becomes a step toward becoming the woman you want to be. When you talk with belief in your abilities, your plans, and your future, you build a mindset that draws success to you. The opposite is also true. When you complain or speak with doubt, you weaken your energy. If all you talk about is how hard things are or how far away success feels, you create a story of struggle instead of growth. The most successful women know that their words are powerful tools. Even when life is hard, they speak with hope. They don't let failure stop them. They focus on answers, not just problems. They speak about what is possible, not what is lacking. This doesn't mean ignoring real struggles. It means talking in a way that builds strength instead of fear. It means saying, I will get through this, instead of, this is too much for me. When you speak with belief and determination, you teach your mind to stay strong. Ask yourself, are my words showing faith in my future, or are they limiting me? Are you saying things that match the woman you want to become, or are you holding yourself back with fear and worry? The words you say today shape the success you can have tomorrow. Speak like the woman you hope to be, and watch your life rise to meet that voice. Even your health is affected by how you speak. It might sound surprising, but your words can impact your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Research shows that when you constantly talk down to yourself or complain, it adds stress. That stress affects your body. It can lead to anxiety, sadness, and even health issues. When you're always focused on what's wrong, your body reacts like it's under constant threat. But if you speak with hope and choose to focus on what's good, your body also responds. Positive words release chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals help you feel better, heal faster, and keep your body strong. When you talk about your life with hope and belief, you help your body handle tough times with more balance and peace. Not only about what you say to others, it's also how you talk to yourself. When you face something hard, do you build yourself up or tear yourself down? Do you say, I can't handle this? Or do you say, I'm getting stronger every day? The words you choose during tough times can either make things worse or help you rise above them. This is how powerful words are. They can build your health or harm it. When you speak with kindness, faith, and encouragement, you don't just feel better emotionally, your body benefits too. Your words tell your body what to expect. And over time, those words shape how healthy and strong you feel. So ask yourself, are your words bringing life to your body, or are they adding stress and doubt? The way you speak can be the difference between feeling well and feeling worn out. Your words create the world inside you. Speak with care, and you will build a healthier, more joyful life. Because here's the truth. Your words matter to your relationships, your self-worth, your success, and your health. And as a woman, your voice holds incredible power. Use it wisely, and you will see your life transform in ways you never imagined.